Hey guys, imagine you got your dream job offer, but there's only one hitch that you gotta relocate to Denver. You gotta do it next month, and you gotta do it with your family, and your family has no idea yet. Hi, my name is Nitesh. I'm the founder of SixWallz. We're a data-driven neighborhood discovery platform. So when people relocate, they have three basic problems. The first problem is they might not be familiar with the new city, and the data that they need to make decision is all dispersed over the web, and sometimes very hard to get to. The second pain point is that they're always under time pressure. The first time pressure is that they whether they want to accept the offer. Once the offer is already accepted, the time pressure is they have to start the job, and humans make bad choices under time pressure. The third pain point is the cost of making a bad decision is awful. Where you live determines everything. It determines your happiness, how satisfied you are with the job. So let me give you another example. When I used to work for Cisco, and my boss relocated to Denver. He relocated once but moved thrice. The first, Cisco gave him a temporary apartment. He was there for 2 or 3 months, and his goal was to buy a house before he moved out. Of course, he couldn't make a decision. So then he went to a rental property, and then he eventually bought a house. So he relocated once, but moved 3 times. Our goal is to allow people to make faster, better decisions, so we can cut that 3 moves down to 2 or maybe even 1. That increases happiness of the individual, the family, and also the corporation. So I'll try to do a live demo. So. Okay. So we allow, when people move to a new city, the company's office location is preloaded over here. What we are asking users is 3 different things. We are allowing users to find a neighborhood based on 3 things: the commute time, affordability, and school ratings. And as people make changes, they'll see the results in list view or also on the map. The first question is around commute time. We provide 4 different modes of transportation: car, public transit, bike, and walk. And what basically we're asking is, how far away from the office do you want to live? You can enter multiple addresses. For in this case, that's the office location. And let's say my partner works at, say, in Framingham. So I can say, for myself, I said I wanted to use public transit, and I'm willing to commute for 60 minutes. For my partner, they're going to be using a car there in Framingham, and they're willing to commute for 45 minutes. So the software will find all the towns that match that criteria. The next thing is affordability. We're asking whether you're buying and renting and what your budget is. And lastly, it's school rating. And the question we're asking over here is what kind of schools you're looking for. And on a grade of 1 to 10, what kind of schools you're looking. And all the results, you can click on the result. And when you click on the result, we're telling you a lot more information about the town. Firstly, why the town was selected, what kind of people live in the town, how the schools are, what schools are in the town, and how they're rated, how's the crime, commute from all the addresses that you entered, what kind of amenities you have in the town, like grocery stores, restaurants, etc. Another use case that a lot of people run into is, people want to compare lifestyle between different towns. In this case, I'm saying maybe you're moving from Palo Alto, California, and some of the 2 towns that we recommended are Sharon and Southborough. And so you select them. I'm used to a Mac, I apologize. And what this is giving you a little bit about all the different towns. For example, if you were in Palo Alto, you would be paying $2 million for a median home. Your commute time, what the real estate is like, school ratings, and crime. So I'll stop there and leave some time for questions. Yeah.
Who are your competition? I love this idea.
So, our biggest competition is people doing it manually. and people relying on real estate agents to do that. The challenge is, in the work environment, in the old days, people used to get a lot of money from the corporation, but now people are getting lump sum. So you'll get $20,000 and you're on your own. And so that's a market we're targeting. Yeah.
I care very much about grocery stores and cafes nearby. Are you offering that as well?
Yeah, so the area that I showed you where the amenities are, we for each town you can look, what kind of grocery stores there are. Is that what your question was?
Because I saw the three
Yeah, I'll
filters:
show you.
affordability, school rating.
Yeah, so for example, if I click on Winchester, and if you look at places over here, we'll give you the grocery store over here. You can click on it, and it'll give you the stores there are. You can click on the store, and it'll take you to the Google Maps with more information of the stores. And you can do restaurants or any other amenities that you wanted. Yeah,
How does SixWallz translate the name?
where did the name come from?
Yeah.
Yeah, a room has 6 walls if you count the ceiling and the floor. It was also a cheap domain. Other questions? Yeah, so we right now, we're getting the corporations to pay for it, for access to the platform. It's free for individuals, but the companies pay. Yeah.
How do you come up with the rating systems?
So it's all data driven. So we're not adding anything. It's a fairly objective ratings. For example, school ratings we buy from a company called Grade Schools, which is a standard. So we're relying on their rating. The commute time is coming from our GIS provider. So it's providing that in real time. Affordability, again, it's something that we get from Zillow. So pretty much the grocery stores we get from, say, Google, the Google Places API. So one of the things, one of the value proposition is we're aggregating a lot of data, so you don't have to go to individual sites. Everything's in one place. Other questions? Cool. One last thing. If you wanted to, as I said, it's free for users. If you wanted to register, you can register for free at app.sixwallz.com/register. And we support pretty much all locations in the US. Thank you.